Sky Genie Entertainment presents the following. The following is not suitable for children under the age of 18. It contains coarse language, sexual references, as well as my own personal views and opinions. All characters of the show are fictional and are made for fun, not harm. You are listening to the Sky Genie Show, the worst show ever. Hit the music! Hello and welcome to the return of the Sky Genie Show, the worst show ever. We're on episode 45 of the Sky Genie Show, and we are back on crack. Hey, it rhymes, so sue me. So the show's been off for about a month now, reason being because I had moved. Still in the final touches of it, but soon to get back on schedule. A few changes with the show, and I'm going to do them on a weekend. In the past, I'd normally try to do it on a Wednesday and have 2 or 3 a week. But because I have so much time that is limited, the show will now be once a week. I am planning to do a big show for episode 50. Maybe get Yuck Nasty and Johnny Florida on. And hopefully by then, I might pay for the Mixlr account so I get a 3-hour show with them. To do something special. Of course, there are other shows I'm meant to be doing, but with moving, I've had little time to do it. And I've missed 2 pay-per-views. Well, in reality, if you think about it from what I've been reading, I haven't really missed much. As of recording, Omega Okada match has not happened yet, but I will be watching it and will be covering it. With some announcements, I have launched the Sky Genie Entertainment brand. This I plan to make my own thing, hopefully get other channels involved, or shows rather, and what I plan to do is expand the channel, include other podcasts and content from the Sky Genie Show. Hopefully more of that moving forward. I also like to announce the launch of the Sky Genie Extra page on YouTube. Extra page is going to be used for promotions and stuff like that, because I like to make promotional videos as you've seen on YouTube, and that whole second channel makes no money whatsoever. I'd like to also announce that we're also on Mixlr, and is also looking at ways at expanding the show. Still seem a bit rusty, but we'll get in the flow of things, I think, but don't go away, because there's wrestling news after the break. If you're looking for links to shows and social media accounts, go to our website at skygenieshow.weebly.com. There you will find links to the show and links to social media pages. Also exclusive to the site, some news and reviews that did not make it to the show. So please check out skygenieshow.weebly.com today. For fans of the Sky Genie Show, please also make sure to check out Wrestling Soup. They drop at 9:30 on Thursday. Join hosts Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbers as they lightheartedly talk about what that's happening in professional wrestling, as well as other current events. While over there, please make sure to check out the Saturday morning shitbox. Have your voice and question heard as Mish and Joey answer questions on their thoughts of professional wrestling or anything else going around in the world. That show drops on Saturday morning-ish. The weeks it doesn't air is because they're doing pay-per-view Sunday. Yes, whenever there's a WWE pay-per-view, Mish and Joey usually review it, sometimes with John Draper. They also have shows on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch the boys live, check them out on Mixlr for interesting discussion and debates on professional wrestling, check out Johnny Florida, Michael Corvin, and Old Man Jenkins on Wrestling's National Committee. They talk a wide range of topics on the world that is pro wrestling. Check them out on Wednesday at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. Are you looking for a good laugh? Then check out Getting the Corner. Getting Dark Corner. Dark Corner. Dark Corner. With hosts Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby. Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. Check them out on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. Want to join a fan discussion group? Talk about the show or anything else you'd like to talk about to other fans of the show? Check out on Facebook the Sky Genie Show page. There I give show updates, create polls and topics exclusive to Facebook. So check out the Sky Genie Show page on Facebook today. And we are back, and before we get into the wrestling news, Adam West, who played Batman, has sadly passed away at 88. Also, the guy who created Hawaiian pizzas died at 83. So that's the sad note out of the way, and now for the wrestling news. John Cena is set to return to WWE on July 4th, hopefully without Nikki Bella. I mean, her matches damages a toilet. Dalton Castle, who had been rumoured to be going to WWE, has apparently chosen to stay in Ring of Honor, reportedly signing a new Ring of Honor deal. No word on how long the contract goes for. Impact Wrestling, their tour of India, reportedly had 500 people attended the event. Apparently though, these fans were paid to go. Going on the info of Johnny Florida of Wrestling's National Committee, he was saying that this is common practice in India and nothing new. Although when you think about it, it is kind of sad. And that is it for the wrestling news. After the break, the wrestling reviews. If you'd like to send me a tweet, then on Twitter it's SDD916. Again, on Twitter it's SDD916. If you're looking for a very professional show to listen to the Solomonster Sounds off. His show, smokes this one entirely, is a very informative show. Join Jason Solomon as he gives his thoughts on the current events of professional wrestling. Catch his show on Podbean, Stitcher or iTunes. Also check out Jason Solomon's YouTube page where he does extras for pay-per-view shows or interviews with wrestlers in the business. Jason has interviewed the likes of Diamond Dallas Page, Bob Hardcore Holly, the legendary Jim Ross, and even Booker T. Definitely a show worth checking out. For fans of the show, please also check out the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show. Don Tony and Kevin Castle show is a hard-hitting, with brutal honesty type show, as they give their views on the world of professional wrestling and WWE. They're also on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch them live, listen to them on Mixlr. For my masters who are wondering if there will be Sky Genie shows throughout the Christmas New Year period. So sorry. Not for the normal show, but check out the holiday edition of the Sky Genie Show. There you will find I review old wrestling shows from the past. I review them to today's standards. And to make it interesting, I won't even know what I'm reviewing until I do it. Of course I'll know before you, because I have to record the fucking thing, don't I? But it's filled with gags and more as well. So check out the holiday edition of the Sky Genie Show right here on my channel here on YouTube. The Sky Genie Show is now on Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/Sky Genie Show. There you'll find exclusive content not shown on YouTube, hosted by the Sky Genie and Tough Love. Your donations through Patreon to the show goes to improve the overall quality of the show. Check us out at patreon.com/Sky Genie Show today. And we are back, and now it's time for the wrestling reviews. We start off with Raw. Show opens up with Bray Wyatt out to cut a promo on not winning at Extreme Rules. Roman Reigns interrupts and insults Wyatt and punches him in the face. We then have a match between Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. After a crap match with an okay finish, seen 100 times, your winner is Roman Reigns. Now, I have to say this, looking at this from a fresh view because I've been off for a while. They book Bray Wyatt like shit. Every time he gets somewhere, WWE pulls him right back. The fact that he lost a key match at Extreme Rules, then lost on Raw, is a clear sign WWE has no plans for the character at all. WWE should have him beating jobbers or lesser talents to get Bray Wyatt back over and get his heat back, instead of having him lose to Roman Reigns again. And this is the issue of why Roman Reigns gets booed, is because Roman Reigns is booked that he is invincible, that he cannot be stopped by anybody. But booking him like this is why people hate him. And the fans booing him is a reflection on the product itself. The fact that it has been 4 years since he's being pushed, me is telling that Vince should get the hint. I don't know, maybe it's time that Stephanie and Shane put Vince in a home, and one where he can't get out. We have a backstage interview with Kaz and Enzo, a backstage segment with Angle and Bliss. Drifter is out to cut/sing a promo. Ambrose comes out and attacks him, challenges The Miz to a rematch for the Intercontinental title. This comes on the screen and denies his request, and the Drifter takes down Ambrose. Backstage we see Ambrose looking for the Drifter and The Miz. Kurt Angle gives him the night off. Samoa Joe cuts a promo on Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman comes out and does his magic. Heyman shakes Joe's hand. Samoa Joe chokes Heyman out. Backstage, Angle is yelling at Joe. Rollins comes in and challenges Joe to a match. He then gets Slater and Rhino versus Cesaro and Sheamus. After a squash match, your winners are Cesaro and Sheamus. After the match, they cut a promo on the Hardy Boys. We get a backstage segment with TJP and Neville. We then get a match between Mustafa Ali versus TJP. In a meh match, your winner, TJP. After the match, Neville comes out and says he'll give him a title shot, attacks him, and says he'll be on 205 Live. There is a Goldust vignette, backstage segment with the Raw Women. Kurt Angle comes out and confronts Corey Graves about a text message. There's a backstage segment with Kurt Angle. He walks off, Dean Ambrose sneaks in the back. The Revival is seen in the background. We then get Kalisto versus Titus O'Neil. In a nothing match, Kalisto wins. Man Raw sucked this week. Wonder they're getting low ratings. There's a backstage segment with The Miz and Maurice walking to the ring, and then they see then we see Kaz laid out, and Enzo finds him. Kazzo. Why not? Why the fuck not? Miz and Maurice out to cut a promo on winning the IC title. Miz attacks a guy in a bear suit, thinking it's Ambrose, but it's not. Miz attacks a box with a father clock in it. Maurice is pissed because that was her gift to him. Ambrose blames it on Ambrose. Cameraman gets in the ring and it's revealed as Dean Ambrose. Ambrose hits the finisher and leaves. Enzo is out with Big Show, who is Kaz's replacement, and they do the usual Kaz and Enzo shtick, but with Big Show. Then get the Club versus Enzo and Big Show in a nothing match. Enzo and Big Show win. After the match backstage, we get a segment with Kaz, Enzo, and Big Show. We get an R-Truth vignette and a backstage interview with Alexa Bliss. We then get a Raw Women's match between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. You win via DQ and still champion Alexa Bliss. It wasn't really that special. Paul Heyman is getting treated to by the doctors. Gets a call from Brock Lesnar, who will be there next week. And then we get the main event. It is Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. In a great main event, Samoa Joe wins by KO. I think that was a pretty clever finish, to be honest. Put Samoa Joe over strong to challenge Brock Lesnar. Overall, it was a really crap show with a great main event. Samoa Joe really came off like a star. This was the Samoa Joe show. And that's my review for Raw. And now it's time for the Smackdown review. Shane McMahon opens the show and announces that there will be a women's Money in the Bank ladder match at the pay-per-view. Lana comes out to a huge ovation and wants to be included in the match, but is denied. Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch versus Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. After an okay match, your winners were the heels, after Lana got involved. With the response Lana got, I think that she should have returned as a babyface. You could have turned a heel with this as a swerve, but then WWE logic, I guess. We get a backstage segment with Mojo Rawley, and then we get AJ Styles vs Dolph Ziggler. After an awesome match, your winner is AJ Styles. And I'll go on record of saying that I think AJ Styles is this era's Shawn Michaels. His bad matches are awesome. We then get the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal versus Mojo Rawley. After a nothing match, Jinder Mahal wins. There goes the wasted push of Mojo Rawley. We get a backstage interview with Randy Orton. We have the New Day versus the Clones. In a good match, the winners are New Day. After the match, the Usos cut a promo on New Day. We get a backstage interview with Sami Zayn. Baron Corbin attacks Sami Zayn. Backstage, Naomi wants Lana in a match at Money in the Bank, and Shane grants it. And in the main event, we had Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura. After an okay main event, Nakamura wins. After the match, Baron Corbin attacks Nakamura to end the show. Overall, it was an okay show, and that is the Smackdown review. I'd like to thank you all for listening to this episode of the Sky Genie Show. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my website, skygenieshow.weebly.com. On Facebook, it's the Sky Genie Show page. On Twitter, it's at SDD916. Check us out on Mixlr and on Patreon. Patreon/Sky Genie Show. Thank you all for listening, and I'll catch you later.